The city never slows down. Cars weave through intersections, their horns blending into the distant chatter of pedestrians. The sidewalks are alive with people rushing to lunch meetings, tourists snapping pictures, and joggers navigating through the crowd. But in the middle of all this movement, Angela sits still. She's on the same bench she's occupied for months, across from a coffee shop where the scent of roasted beans never quite reaches her. The cup in front of her, an old fast food soda cup with faded colors, has a few coins rattling inside. Most people walk past without looking. Some glance at her for half a second before turning away, as if acknowledging her existence would make them responsible for it. Angela used to fight for this country, a Marine, strong and resilient. Now she fights to make it through the day. Her hands, rough and weathered, clutch the straps of her old military backpack, a relic from a past life. Everything she owns is inside: a blanket, a tattered sweatshirt, a few canned goods from a church shelter. She shifts slightly, trying to stretch her aching legs. Sleeping on concrete does things to the body, things she never thought she'd have to endure. She pulls her coat tighter around her shoulders. It's early spring, but the cold still lingers in the mornings. The bench is metal, biting against her skin even through layers of fabric. Across the street, people sip their lattes and laugh like nothing in the world could touch them. Then a car slows down. Not just any car. A sleek black Rolls-Royce. The kind of vehicle that barely seems real, the kind that belongs in the glossy pages of magazines. The tinted window rolls down just enough for the driver to exchange words with someone in the back. And then the door opens. A man steps out. He's tall, well-dressed in a charcoal suit and a crisp white shirt. He wears a watch that probably costs more than an entire block of apartments in this part of town. Angela doesn't recognize him immediately, but there's something familiar about his face. She's seen it before, maybe in the news, maybe on a billboard. A billionaire. One of those men whose name carries weight, whose money moves mountains. She expects him to glance at her the way the others do. A moment of pity, a polite nod before he moves on. But he doesn't. Instead, he walks toward her. Angela tenses. She's dealt with all kinds. Some people mean well, others don't. Sometimes they come to lecture her or deliver a sermon about life choices. She braces herself for a backhanded comment disguised as concern. But he doesn't say anything. At first. He just sits down beside her, hands resting on his knees. For a long moment, neither of them speaks. She sighs, eyes him, expecting him to start talking about a new foundation or a charity project that would use her as a photo op. He turns slightly, looking at her. Not through her, but at her. You were in the military? His voice is steady, matter-of-fact. Angela's eyes narrow. What makes you say that? He gestures to her backpack. That's standard-issue military gear. And the way you sit, straight back, shoulders squared. Trained posture. She exhales sharply. Most people don't notice things like that. Yeah, she finally mutters. Marine Corps. He nods as if he already knew the answer. She doesn't ask how he knew. Maybe he's just observant. Maybe he's been around enough veterans to recognize the signs. Either way, it's been a long time since someone looked at her and saw more than just a homeless woman. But something about this doesn't add up. Guys like him don't stop for people like her. They don't sit on cold metal benches when they have private jets waiting for them.